With Starfield's latest update dropping recently, let's take a look at the first quest available for the Tracker Alliance. Hey everyone, I am Doodleman149, and today I'll be taking you on a guided journey through the first new Tracker Alliance mission we have with the June update. In particular, I'll be walking you through the pretty basic quest of hunting down a notorious starship hijacker. Let's hop into this. To start this quest, you'll first need to approach a mysterious tracker that you can find at any number of settlements. I found mine in the New Atlantis spaceport. They'll be trying to get your attention, and if you give it to them, they'll tell you that the Tracker Alliance wants to recruit you. You'll then be directed to visit their HQ in Aquila City and speak with Agent Number 1, or as he calls himself, No One. Upon entering the HQ, you'll see No One arguing with a tracker named Roach who is assigned to you for this introductory mission. You'll have to head over to the bounty board to nab the bounty for one Hannibal Eutropio, a man wanted for dozens of starjackings and for cutting up the stolen ships in his chop shop. After you do this, you can converse with Roach, who will tell you about looking for Hannibal's associate, Adrastos, who is known to be in Aquila City. Simply take out your scanner outside and look for any civilian highlighted in red. I found Adrastos over by Laredo Arms near the front gate of the city. Simply talk to Adrastos, shake him down, and formulate a plan to take a nondescript ship to Hannibal's chop shop using Adrastos to gain entry. Once you arrive at the chop shop, you'll lock Adrastos in your ship as you and Roach move in to apprehend Hannibal. You'll have to fight numerous spacers in this zero-gravity environment. After you clear them out, you'll need to find a way to access the loading bay. Luckily for you, there's a ship's rocket pod aimed right at the entrance that you can use to blow up an access point for you and Roach. To do this, you'll need to find the ship that controls the rockets and gain access to it. For that, you'll need a key, and to find the key, you'll need to access the central control room. Luckily again, given the zero-G environment, doing so is easy enough, as Roach mentions there may be access to the room from below. Simply head to the lowest levels of the main room to find the path up. Clear out the spacers, access the terminal to find out the keys in the living quarters area, head there and retrieve it. From there, head back to the ship and access the computer on the third floor, which is guarded by a lone spacer. This computer will let you use the rockets to blow open the hole you need. From there, fight one more room of spacers, one of which was a spacer myth for me, so be prepared for a fight. After that, head through the doors to confront Hannibal. Only it turns out this isn't actually Hannibal, but a scapegoat named Deke Hansen he uses to ensure that he never gets caught. When he goes out, he uses a variety of names to conceal his identity. One of those names happens to be Adrastos. You can choose to take Drake in, leave him be, or kill him. I decided to take him in. At this point, Adrastos will reveal that he is Hannibal while he steals your ship. However, he'll claim that his starjacking days are over and he gives you a bunch of loot in a chest as well as a junker ship to take. From this point, return to Tracker HQ at Aquila City and report your failure. Despite the lack of success, Roach endorses you, saying that it was neither of your faults, only that the intel was faulty. This endorsement leads No One to welcome you into the Trackers Alliance and give you access to the lower levels of the HQ with a variety of accommodations. Being officially inducted also means you get to choose a code name. I went with Blitzkrieg. Thus concludes the mission Bounty, the Starjacker. Now let me offer you my refined and perfectly formed opinions on this quest. I was honestly excited for a new quest to be added to the game since I pretty much did every quest I could find before I went into the Unity before the May update. I had an interest in the Tracker Alliance since I met the Tracker in Sidonia who sent me on a very mild mission. Her gear looked cool, I wish she could be a companion, and I wanted to learn more about the freelance police force of the Settled Systems. So when I heard the June update would delve deeper into this faction, I was super excited. Starting the mission is easy enough, and finishing it is easy as well. Despite their relatively one-note natures, I did come to like both Roach and No One. I do hope to see more of them in the future. There's a ton of combat in this mission, as one would expect, and plenty of loot to be had. Despite the relatively straightforward nature of the quest, there was some mild puzzle solving, and navigating that was fun to find the correct path through the chop shop. However, I would be lying if I said everything was great with this quest. Trying to find Adrastos, or rather Hannibal, in Aquila was a little time consuming. It felt more like busy work than anything else, but I guess that's the nature of bounty hunting. You don't get the exact coordinates of the mark, otherwise they'd already be dealt with. The Hannibal reveal betrayal was pretty well telegraphed based on how calm Adrastos was during your entire exchange with him, so the writing could have been a little better in that department. And my last problem with this mission isn't exactly with the mission itself, but rather with the next one and the fact that it costs 700 creation points to acquire. With a price tag attached, the next mission, which I'll also do a video on, better be long and multifaceted. Should be an entire questline, honestly, given how much it costs. Also, the fact it cost anything is a knock against this whole faction's introduction. However, it's a little unfair to hold that against this first free mission. Oh yeah, and the 0G for the entire fight was also annoying, but I did appreciate the change. And so that's all today, Explorers, a walkthrough of the first Tracker Alliance quest. It was pretty straightforward, but if you like combat and meeting new characters, you'll definitely like this bit of expanded lore. I'll give this quest a very solid 7 out of 10, I highly recommend it. Was there anything I missed? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you're all enjoying the game so far, and I hope it is everything you want it to be. So with that, be sure to keep an eye out for all my future Starfield content, and like and subscribe for more. I've been your guide, Doodleman149, and I'll see you again, sometime, somewhere, amongst the stars.